Yeah, you're about
Look.
45 seconds late, but it's okay.
Oh
It's
man,
fine.
I think I'm just
Fashionably
gonna
late as
start.
always.
I think I'm just gonna start getting progressively later, and then just use that old excuse. A wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Oh, the stream sugar daddy is there now. Yay!
Oh really? Right, give me
Yeah.
2 seconds. I'm just I'm sorting out a couple of tabs because I have a bunch of reference for like kaiju and giant monsters and stuff. And
Yes,
so,
the pig that cried Ree, you are first. Congratulations.
and so like the whole point of like having this reference open is that I can well use it as reference, so I can just kind of see where there's things that I might want to change about like the thing that I'm working on, and because basically as soon as I stopped the stream last week and I was talking to the rest of the team kind of offline or outside of the stream, I was like, oh man, looking at it now that I've kind of like stopped working on it and I've had time to kind of just like look around it and see what's up, there are so many things that I want to change. Like there are so many proportional issues that are wrong with this thing, like the size of the head compared to the body is just like really wide, there's lots and lots of things that I want to change about this, so I'm going to go through quite a lot of that today. There's going to be a lot of like shifting around of stuff. But yeah, like hi to everyone who's joined us already, and hi to everyone that's going to be watching this on YouTube or whatever later on, because I guess that's what we do now. There is
Thick Uncle Booth.
thick Uncle Booth. So we don't have any kind of set goal for today's stream. If you feel like donating, you know, don't let us stop you. It's still all gonna get like funneled back into the team and everything. We just need to decide on, you know, what we're gonna spend the money on next.
Donate $1.
Yeah, and if you don't have any money, but you like the stream, then please check the link below the stream for Dalar. Get involved with it, learn about it. It's a great opportunity to learn about cryptocurrency, what all that shit's all about, from basically a bunch of game developers who didn't know anything about cryptocurrency and decided to learn about it the game dev way, which is they made their own. and the essence of Dalar is, if you give a fuck, give a Dalar. So if you find
154 has joined the fray. For following.
Thank you for following. So yeah, if you don't have any money to give, but you feel like the stream is cool, or you maybe learned something or anything like that, please go and have a look at Dalar, and feel free to gift me some Dalar. It's, you know, it's literally
Make it rain,
yeah,
Dalar.
make it rain with Dalar. Yeah.
It got really scary because when the stream started, there was like 14 people watching, and then it just jumped up to 50.
Yeah. What? Okay. So yeah. So what I said before, I'm gonna what am I gonna do? What am I doing?
Oh, so we're gonna move some stuff around. We're gonna take some stuff and push it.
That's
Take some
right.
stuff,
Yeah.
push it somewhere else.
So yeah, I basically I had a look at things from the last stream, like after the last stream finished. So I decided like there's a lot of proportional issues. So the biggest one at the moment is the head. The head is like massive when you compare it to like the rest of the body and everything. And like and he's got like these scrawny arms, and like these feet would never keep him up. You know, so
You know.
these are the kind of things we're going to be changing. And don't get me wrong, he's still going to be huge, he's still going to be thick, but we're just going to make sure that he's thick in the right places.
Xenon Q6er and Zem have joined the fray. Thanks for following, guys. Oh, Stream Sugar Daddy finally followed us.
Oh yeah, thank you, Stream
Hey,
Sugar
Stream
Daddy.
Sugar Daddy.
Just so anyone who wasn't here in the last stream, for those people who aren't aware, we have a Stream Sugar Daddy. It's X Neon Q6er. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's the name. Basically, like we had a donation pool going for getting some software for one of our junior staff. And this guy just balls in like absolute baller and goes, "Hey, here's the entire license."
He just walked by, dropped
yeah.
some money, and left.
Yeah, and just so I'm just gonna make my screen a bit smaller, but just want you to see that it's actually like this is the stuff that he's been working on and is learning. He's learning, you know, how to make some cool smoke particles and stuff. You'll see it on the stream in just a second, I guess. There's a delay, but yeah, he's been learning how to use, you know, this software to make some sick stuff for us. So your money has gone to good use. Thank you so much for the donation, and yeah, you are our stream sugar daddy.
Also, I love Pie so much asks, Gar, at the end of the stream, can you pan the camera around the model so that someone who doesn't watch the whole stream or leaves in the middle can see the whole model from all angles?
Yeah, sure. I'll yeah, so I'll show you how that works. Actually, in ZBrush, I just go movie turntable, and it does this. It's magic. It's really cool.
Oh man.
Again, you guys will see it in just a second.
I had to restart the stream because it was.
But I'll make sure that I do that at the end of the stream so that everyone can see.
I have only one request this time.
Oh yeah?
No mushrooms, please.
But I like mushrooms.
Speaking of mushrooms, that thing you did to the mushrooms is pretty sick.
Oh, that dude! I accidentally pushed that. I wasn't supposed to push it yet. It's not finished.
I know, but it still looks dope.
Thanks.
I was
man.
like looking at the material, and I was like, "Oh, clever! I like this."
Yeah, yeah, it's not completely done yet. But hopefully, when it's done, it'll look dope. And for those that don't know what we're talking about, maybe you'll see one day. But yeah, one of my other responsibilities in the team outside of making like thick ass monsters is to aid with like material creation and stuff. Because one of my previous jobs was rendering engineer, so I understand shaders and materials and stuff. And so yeah, they kind of thought that shouldn't really go to waste, and so I'm doing that.
Ivy Truthin has joined the fray. Thanks for following.
Yep, thank you for following, dude. Or dudette, you know, whatever.
Sadly, in like 35 minutes, I'll be leaving to go print and go to class. But I'm almost done with school, so that won't be a problem soon.
Why can't you just, like, not go?
Because I'm like 2 weeks away from getting my paper that says that I'm a graphic designer, so I kind of want it.
Okay. I guess if you want it, you know.
Okay, just a little bit of want there.
Just a little bit of want. Has nothing to do with, like, all the debt that you've accumulated to get it, right?
I don't have any debt. I have no student debt.
God damn.
Lucky.
Do you have a sugar daddy?
I have parents and
or
an
a sugar
associate's
mama,
degree.
you know, like whichever.
Shh, my secret streams. None of your business.
Man, like, so one of the things that came up at the meetup over the weekend, like one of my developer friends, basically he said like he and one of his friends were given the opportunity to work for some like really rich tycoon type guy who was like, I want a game for my yacht. And so he was like, okay, well, I mean, like, why don't you just like buy this or this or this? And he's like, no, I want a game for me, for my yacht. And so he was like, well, what, you want me to make one from scratch? And he's like, yes, I want you to make it from scratch. And then when you're done with that, one of my other friends wants a game for his yacht. And it's basically just like the same game but with different icons. and the dumbass turned the job down. I'm just like I want a Far East. I want like a rich Middle Eastern benefactor. Just please give monies.
Let's see. Omega Flash 4, there's been a discussion about your gender. Can we know officially if you're male or female? I am male, guys. I am a dude. Biologically speaking as well. Pancakes Epic has just subscribed. Thanks for buying an item. Yes. If everybody was wondering, that is the specification.
I should probably mention as well, like, this came up in the very first stream. If you're still asking this by now, like, you're not paying attention.
This come up like 5 times in the past week. Or just like it was like literally like after somebody asks, it's been solved. Somebody else comes and asks, and we're like, oh, okay, well.
Yep.
Yes, Nerdy. I'm a graphic design with a multimedia specialization, so I can help with graphic design, but I focus on like video and such. So if you want help with graphic design, I can totally help. That's why I was able to defend you with the type thing. I don't know if you're joking or not. I'm very serious. I'm sorry if you guys feel fooled. I didn't mean to fool anybody. It's just like a weird thing to just walk in the stream. Hey guys, I'm a Mega Flash, and by the way, I'm a guy. Okay, let's continue.
Yeah.
Probably this should be your introduction for now.
Yeah.
Every time I hop into the stream.
So like I said, I'm working on proportions and stuff right now. So just making. I'm terrible at talking while I work. I'm sorry, guys.
Let's see. I mean, I don't really. I'm sorry, guys. My apologies. I'm not a trap, though.
You have nothing to apologize for.
Let's see. It's fine. Like, yeah, like everybody. Like, it's not a big deal, guys. I don't like if you feel more comfortable calling me she or whatever. I don't really care. It happens. So.
Just don't call me she, please.
Don't call Gur she. Girl will fight you. Gur's a big grumpy bear.
Yeah. Yeah. Girl will fight you as well.
Why are you hurting Crab? Oh no.
Who's hurting Crab?
I don't know. She said, Omega, you're hurting me, please. I don't know why. What's wrong, Crab? What did I do? I'm sorry. You're getting some references. You're like, oh, Prime reminds me of Diablo. Prime reminds me of a Deathclaw.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm taking references from a lot of different places. I actually, like, I loved Diablo's design in Diablo 3. It was probably one of the few things that I liked about that game. I say that, having played too many hours grinding away. I have a very love-hate relationship for that game. It's like every time they announce something new, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm totally gonna do that. And then like 25 hours in, I'm like, oh, why am I doing this to myself?
Make the boss thick. You mean make the boss boof. I can't.
No boss will ever be Boof.
Hey Boof,
Oh,
man,
Hey,
I'm
boss.
gonna get Boof to voice this guy, and
Yeah,
it's all gonna be recordings of Boof when he's just woken up.
You just have him say thick in the microphone and just pitch it down.
That's actually quite a funny thing, because when I wake up in the morning, you got to give me about 10 or 15 minutes before I even know where I'm at. So you could get anything happening there.
Let's see.
Extra thick.
I have piano sessions that
can-
I've gone into and done at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I have absolutely no recollection.
Can we have that as like a really random chance spawn like sound that could spawn if you die to this boss in the jungle? Just like there's maybe like a 1 in 1,000 chance, but it will just go extra thick.
I think we can arrange something like that. Some ultra rare voiceover that the coders can throw in there. Like like you said, 1 out of 1,000 chances. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
The boss looks like Giga Bowser. Yeah, I can see Giga Bowser.
So
The Final
I
Fantasy
actually have a question for. I don't know if they're even in voice chat, but I have a question for. Nope, they're not in voice chat. Never mind. So whoever it was that set up the boss for this stream, like, how do we go about getting the bot to do like a random roll on a dice or something, so that we can do our raffle for the subscribers? Because we need to do a raffle for the subscribers, but I don't know a fair way of doing like a random roll or something. I guess I could like get my webcam up and roll a d20.
Hey, VGD&D stream coming up.
Almighty, there's some in Streamlabs you can make raffles and things like that.
Ah, awesome. Okay, so what I'll do, guys, is I know I said that the raffle was going to be today, but I was counting on someone else to handle all this shit for me because I just make art. So what I'll do is I will research how to do a raffle properly, and so in Thursday's stream the raffle will be held, and anyone who is a subscriber by Thursday is eligible for the raffle. So if you aren't a subscriber now but you want to be in the raffle, then subscribe. The winner of the raffle will get to choose between one of 3 things. They can choose to have a custom minion part made by me, and it will be added to our random minion roster, or they can ask for something to be drawn for them by a member of the creative team, or they can ask for Omega to do a custom voice line for them. So yeah, again, if you are not a subscriber right now but you want to be eligible for the raffle, then subscribe, and if you're a subscriber by Thursday when we do the raffle, you'll be in.
Yeah, so good luck, everybody. Let's see. Boop boop ba-doo. Boop boop ba-doo.
That fucking Toronto emote.
I love it.
Dude, it's so good.
Just look at them boost calves on the boss.
One thing I will say is so as I mentioned, we had like we have a stream sugar daddy, and I should probably make the disclaimer already that whilst we are happy to kind of give things away to people who are like big donors and you know, heavy hitters with the wallets and stuff. One thing that we will not do as a request is add any of the Paragon characters to the game. So do not ask, because we will not do it.
It's got to be stuff like we can feasibly do here and not like without like any of the other VK's permission.
Yeah. Yeah, so like if you ever go like, oh, I'm gonna like donate like $500, and then I'm gonna go like, oh yeah, they have to add Murdoch back in now because I just donated $500. Nah. I'm sorry, but we're just gonna take your money.
You have to pay for the legal fees too, man.
Yeah. Yeah, Epic has this thing about profiteering from their stuff.
Random decision generator, yes. People's minion.
Random decision generator. Yes, I need one of those for my life.
I'll subscribe when my paycheck hits my bank account. Please do, but subscribe, responsibly.
Yes.
Stacks
Yeah.
One
Yes.
has joined the fray.
And
Thanks for following.
again, like I said, if you cannot afford but you want to support in some way, look into Dalar. It's completely free. It's like the value that it holds is only as much as you want it to hold. Basically, the whole point of Dalar is like, if you give a fuck about something, then give a Dalar. So please look into it. if you don't have money but you want to contribute in some small way?
What if I win the? Well, okay, Nody. Nobody on the staff can actually win the raffle, but you
Yep.
can make the raffle goal go further.
Yes. Yeah. So staff who are subscribing, I mean, you're kind of dumb, but because basically you can ask me for shit anyway, and I'll probably do it.
Yeah,
but
you can literally just come to any of us.
yeah.
Well, to be fair, I subscribe because I have Amazon Prime, and that's just free money going our way.
I know,
I
right?
was just about to
Hey.
say the same.
Yeah, but yeah, no. So to make that clear to anyone else who's thinking of subscribing, the VK staff who are subscribers are not included in the raffle list. So you are not you're not gonna have like a lower chance of winning because of those people.
Shaq with the shot has joined the fray. Thanks for following. Let's see. Could you add any Futurama characters? See, look about that.
I can't add any Futurama characters. But I will take a photograph of my desk at some point and put it on the public Discord, and because I want to show you guys that above my desk is a very special portrait. It's very special to me, and it's not a portrait of like a family member or one of my kids or anything. It's a portrait of Philip J. Fry.
Let's see. I just add Duke Nukem. He can be a carry. Duke Nukem's last game proved that he cannot be a carry. I'm sorry.
Good
He can even
lord.
carry his own franchise, man.
Hail
Oh,
to the
man.
king, baby.
Here you go. When your support has 100 minion kills, there's a problem. There you go, E-Boy 154. Explosive Cake 99 has joined the fray. Thanks
Oh
for
man,
following.
I want some explosive cake.
No, you don't.
I do. I want to know what that's all about.
That's not happy times.
It sounds fun.
Give the Prime Boss an emote and he taunts people who fail to kill him.
Yeah, I think that's something we could probably do.
You probably did.
Maybe.
Some bad.
Well, you know how like that deathmatch game that everyone's going on about lately, like it has custom emotes and stuff, but like a lot of those emotes are taken from like TV shows and stuff where they've just kind of copied the animations. We could probably do something like that for Prime. We'll just like copy King Kong or something.
It's like, what? What? You thought you were big and bad, but now you did. What?
Extra thick.
Just have the Earth mode if you fail to kill Prime. It seems like he's getting thicker.
Oh no! He could do the dance from Milkshake. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
That needs to be a mode. Just get the milkshake, and as you're walking around, the Orb Prime will follow you around the map. You gotta take it to the enemy team.
I'm down.
Okay. Too thick to quit.
Can't stop, won't stop, chewing on this milkshake.
Can't stop, won't stop. It's bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A. Videography. Choo-choo-choo-choo. Hey Almighty, did you have an artistic background growing up? I asked because I've been messing around with ZBrush and I'm having a lot of fun, but I struggle with ideas, asks Hoax League.
I had an autistic background growing up. No, no, actually, I never had. Like, I mean, I used to love drawing and stuff, but I never really considered it to be like anything I would do professionally. To the point where I got so pissed off with I guess what you guys would call senior school or high school, like my high school equivalent exams, where they were like, oh yeah, so for art you have to do like all of this coursework, and we're doing studies about like Picasso and Cubism and stuff like that. I was like, bitch, I just want to draw dragons, and they told me that I couldn't, so I walked out of the exam and got like an ungraded. I never had any like official qualifications in artwork or anything like that. All of my game dev knowledge and stuff is all largely self-taught, just over a lot of time. And
Genius.
no, it's taken a long time to get to where I am. It's a lot of hard work. I don't consider myself to be particularly talented, but I make up for that lack of talent in just like sheer tenacity. So yeah, no, like I think like no matter what age you are, or your background or anything like that, like if this is something you want to do, you can do it. Like if I can do it, anybody can do it. Especially because when I started, like there weren't really learning resources for this. You had to, break things and figure out how it all worked for yourself, or like try and find communities to do it. But now everything is so visible and so easy to get hold of. So easily accessible. There's a billion tutorials on how to do this stuff. So yeah, it's super easy to get into if that's what you want to do.
Honestly, we just need an announcer pack of just the shit the VK say, and it's just what it needs to be. Bitch, I just want to draw dragons.
But I do. I just want to make dragons.
One of the things I really like about us is that we can be so ridiculously unprofessional and not really give a fuck.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I joked about this internally to the team, but I mean, it's kind of true. Like, I'm the most unprofessional professional artist.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
But I mean, to be fair, that like a lot of people in the industry are like this. Like, there's no one really uptight when it comes to our field, I guess.
No, not at all.
Everyone talks the way that they normally would talk. And like, I feel kind of weird whenever I see like these developers on screen, like on live streams, like trying to be super like posh and like make sure they're not being like absurd or even unprofessional in the slightest way. And it's just like, what the fuck's up with this facade, dude?
Yeah,
like, we're making money, we have a face to keep up.
Yeah, the only time you ever really see stuff like that, or that I've ever really seen stuff like that, is on like Twitch streams from artists that belong to like big name studios, and like it could get traced back to that big name studio or whatever. So they're like, oh, I have to have this professional look or whatever. But it's not them, because you guarantee like when they walk into that studio and they start talking to all the people they work with day in and day out, they just shoot the shit, like.
Will you guys have any destructible environment? Sorry, towers will be destroyed. Will we have any destructible environment?
I don't think it's on our road plan for like immediate release, but it's definitely something that we've looked at, and like we love the idea of. We just need to be conscious of how destructible environments could essentially unbalance the game if they're not done right.
Yeah, because we don't want stuff like falling onto the map and then you can't run away.
Yeah.
One thing I will say though is that something I specifically have been looking towards is like micro destructions, and by that I mean like, for example, say you're going down a set of stairs that has some brick handrails or something like that. If you use an ability on there, there's a possibility of it actually breaking up into smaller pieces and exposing the structure underneath. That's something that can be done, and that I've been messing around with, but there's nothing like, if you're thinking like Battlefield type destruction where you've got an entire skyscraper coming down and like affecting the entire game level, no, there's nothing like that's gonna happen. If anything, it's just like mainly cosmetic stuff, if at any point that would come in.
Yeah, I think I saw in one of your recent streams, like you made one of like the obelisks that like power the towers in the background or something, and then like you made it like fall apart when the tower went down or something. That was sick.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can get more stuff like that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, give.
Explosive Cake 99 says, "Oh boy, I can't wait for the loot boxes. We can't either."
Oh man, what a shitstorm that brought on, you know. I think like one of the things that like is in the forefront of all of our minds, like no matter which team we're on, like whether it's artists, programmers, the community guys, like literally we're all sat there going like, what's the least sucky way that we can help players get cool stuff?
That's
I feel like
that's the $1 million question right there.
I feel like loot crates are cool if you're not like paying for them. Like if you're just receiving them just offhandedly, it's just like, oh, cool, loot box.
Yeah.
But if you're just like, I gotta pay $100 to get 50 loot boxes because I want this one skin that has a 0.01% chance of appearing because I gotta get that skin.
Man,
and then, you know.
I've just looked from this angle at this guy, and now all I can think of when I see it is behemoths from Final Fantasy.
Somebody made that reference already.
Oh really? Okay. I don't see that as a bad thing. I think behemoths look amazing, but you know.
Let's see. Is Alpha releasing this year? I mean, you know. We're not sure. I don't wanna give a direct ETA on these things.
That's not my department.
What's
not
that?
our department.
What? When we're going to release the game?
The
The
alpha.
Oh god. I mean, like, yeah. That's. I don't think that's something that we'd announce over a stream anyway. And yeah, like, it's something that we need to be really careful about because basically, like, if we were to announce the release date of an alpha for you guys to play, it's because we already have a fully working version of it, like, internally. Like, if we were to announce any time before that point to you guys, it would put an enormous strain on us in terms of, like, trying to make sure that it actually happened. And then, like, what if it didn't happen, you know? Like, how pissed off would you guys be that we'd have to say, like, yeah, guys, sorry. That's not a position that we want to be in. It's not a position that we want to put you guys in. So, like, we will announce an alpha once we have a fully playable one that we have already played and tested internally.
If you guys make loot boxes, then please don't make it impossible for us to get the skins, because even though they made everything free when Paragon was shutting down, it was impossible to grind to the last 10 skins after opening about 1,000 loot crates. Like, they rigged it to milk money out of people if they hadn't make it free. No. Like you just get them. Like, you're just doing something. They're like, oh, I got a, it's like a little, you're going up into the store, and there's, like, free candy. You're just like, oh, look, free candy. You're just like, you get it.
Believe me, when it comes down to the staff and what we're talking about when it comes down to rewards, loot boxes, etc., however it goes, there are about 1,000,001 different easy, simple ideas that people are coming up with in order to reward the community in the realm of skins and things like that, etc. So
I mean, like one of the most basic premises that we've talked about, that I think has fairly universal support from just about everyone on the team, is that you can have things that can be unlocked through play, or there are things that you can unlock through buying, but they don't necessarily have to be the same things. So, you know, for example, there might be like a guy that has like this bitchin' gold skin, but you can only get that like through playing the game and through, like, I don't know, winning like 1,000 matches or having like a ridiculous case, you know, like some kind of way that actually makes it mean something. And then there would be like a silver version of it that like you can buy, or like has a much easier chance of being gainable.
Gotta win 1,000 games in a row without losing. You have to have a 10-0-4 KDA every single game, no more, no less.
Man, could you imagine? Wait, can we do this?
We
do this,
really
right?
we really should have a PvP, has to be in PvP achievement where you get some kind of disgusting skin because you have died 10 times in a row. Yeah, unanswered 10 deaths.
Oh, and then he has to wear it for like 10 games.
You
To...
have to. It's like a dunce hat.
But done. Yeah, exactly.
No, it's just for like 20 seconds. You just turn into one of the dick tanks. That's it.
People would lose on purpose for that.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Fucking dick tanks.
Oh my god. Oh, Crab, you're here. Hey, Crab.
One swab I get.
I get. We can't hear you.
She doesn't want to talk to us.
She doesn't. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Hershey.
Her
Pre-Shock
icon
has
is-
joined the fray. Thanks for following.
Her icon is flashing up, but we can't hear anything.
Um,
What's up? Something on your mind?
still can't hear you.
No, I can't hear at all.
Give us a stinky brown turd skin. I mean, let's see.
Hey, the players asked for it. We should give it to them.
That wasn't at us. Pity skins. Pity skins are just recolors.
But yeah, I mean, when
What
it
is-
comes to skins as well, like I'm really heavily looking into the idea of players being able to purchase materials rather than skins. So let's take Magnus for example. She currently has like a black cotton jacket with like a gold trim. That's 2 materials, right? So let's say the player could buy like a leather material, and they could buy a silver material, and they could apply the leather material instead of the cotton, and they could apply the silver instead of the gold. You know, like that's something that I'm looking into at the moment. I don't know how feasible it is or how difficult it would be to implement, but I feel like that would be a better idea than just selling like a black version, a red version, and a blue version of the same skin.
Actually make it customizable to where your character looks the way you want it to look.
Yeah, or at least to some degree. Like you're never going to be able to fully customize a character, but
Of course.
you should be able to go like, you know, I fucking love pink, yo, and you know, just yeah, you know what I mean?
Add it to the pack.
I don't know what you mean about the pink, but I get the idea.
You don't like pink?
It's
Boost?
empty has joined the fray. Thanks for
I got you.
following. Boop, boop, ba, doop. But what about we design our own skin for a price of whatever type of currency you guys choose for in-game money? Or when we reach the max level, we're able to design our own skin in-game to show off our rank.
How about
See, the
we
thing
use
about-
Dalar for in-game currency?
You generate the dollar.
Yeah.
But well, I mean, so the thing about that is that it would require us to model the model, I guess. wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So like if we have like all 2,000 people in Discord, max out all 5 characters, that's going to be like a lot of character models that we'd have to make. I mean, it's a good idea. It's just that it's a little bit unfeasible. I heard the rumor that there will be a blade of Agora in the Orb Prime's head. Gura, is that true?
I could probably make it happen.
I mean, you know what they say about rumors, man.
I mean, I hadn't planned it, but I mean, now the idea's in my head. Like this is Inception type shit right here.
So our masters, the name of this game's heroes. Yes, the game's people, characters are called masters. Word
Yeah,
Word
boy.
to your homies, to your masters. How much lore are you guys gonna implement within the game? We're gonna have so much lore. There's gonna be so much lore, guys. Like, look at all this lore.
You're
It's like
gonna
a pile-
you're gonna see our lore, and you're gonna be like, who even is Tolkien?
Like,
Shut the fuck up.
we're putting so much on the lore team right now.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
That comment gave me cancer.
What do they even do?
Boof, do you like to be big and boof?
I guess so. I was trying to respond to that with hilarity and glee, but
You know, Nightbot was taking all your fun away.
yeah, Nightbot was kicking me right in the crotch.
Yeah, Nightbot's a cuck, dude.
Nightbot needs to chill out.
Should rename it to Cuckbot.
We love you, Nightbot, but you're a little bit too high strung.
Honestly, I think you can rename it.
Really? I'm totally doing it.
Oh man.
Omega's just like, oh god, why am I associating myself with these people?
And then even with its comments, like right now it said, I kill bugs, dead, stop spamming caps, warning. You can
Yeah.
be like, I just cucked you.
There's
Stop
so many.
spamming caps.
There's so many like it has so many like comments, and they're so like passive aggressive.
So
Just like,
Don Gooby BTW asks, "Are you planning on having a lot of non-humanoid characters?" I believe that is something that they're working on. Am I incorrect in saying that?
No,
well, I
that's
think the
correct.
real-
We've got a couple already.
Well, we have Warren here.
Well, here's one thing. Because like some people mistake non-human or humanoid with anthropomorphic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
So is it that they want less anthropomorphic characters or just non-human?
do you want like on the four legs, or do you want standing up on two, but it's kind of furry with a tail?
Yeah.
Right.
Because
There you go.
to me, a humanoid is like anything that's bipedal, has like a regular humanish sized head, like 2 arms. You know, that's humanoid to me.
Well, geez, that means I'm not even humanoid.
I know, right? You are
You're
just
too thick for that.
a freak of nature, man.
Crab, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. My microphone is dead.
Oh.
Oh.
What were you?
Yeah.
Why were you hurt earlier?
Yeah. Who
I'm
hurt
sorry,
you?
what?
Earlier you were
Oh
like
my
a
god!
Aw,
You hurt me.
Why? What did I do? I'm sorry.
I said you were a woman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This shit
I'm
again.
sorry.
Yeah. I feel betrayed.
I'm sorry. I can still be part of the girls' club if you want.
Sorry, a French person feeling betrayed.
Warren, quit eating into the mic, you cuck.
Wait, is Warren here?
Yeah.
Fucking.
At least his microphone is working.
Did you have to rejoin on mobile? You joined quietly, but exploded
Clearly
in
not
an
if I heard you.
uproarious passion.
Are there any questions we're missing, by the way, guys? I don't know. Like, I'm not looking at chat, so
No.
okay. Good, you're all doing your
Yeah.
jobs. Not fired today.
I'm keeping an eye. You know what? I got this. Nathoven has joined the fray. Thanks for following. You know I got this.
I got you. There's a helicopter going around outside. I think I'm going to be arrested in a minute, or swatted or something. If anyone in this stream tries to swat me, I swear to God, I will find you.
Will there be multiple game modes? Because I will assure you that you guys will have a big hit if you make it so that we don't get bored of doing the same game mode over and over again. Something new always keeps people attached to a game.
Well, I mean, we have to get one working game mode first.
That is a company secret that we are not privy to answer at this current moment in time. Thank you for your inquiry.
No, I can categorically answer that and say, like, we don't even have a working game mode. Well, we do have a working game mode, but, like, it needs characters and balance and, you know, like, a billion things working before we can even think about doing, like, a secondary thing.
You gotta finish. Yeah. 45 Monkey 45 has joined the fray. Thanks for following.
I like monkeys.
Alright guys, I gotta get going to my class and to print.
Alright.
Goodbye. Thanks for
So-
coming to the stream, guys. Make sure that you ask a lot of questions so that they can keep talking, and I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
because I'm not going to talk otherwise. Catch you later, Omega. Thanks for coming along.
Bye. No worries.
Tool TV asks, how far into development of this game are you guys?
Fair amount.
Fair amount. Yeah, I mean,
We have
actual
a map.
development probably about 2 months,
Yeah.
month and a half. But time we all formed, about 3 months.
Were the first 5 masters modeled yet?
Did they say are the first 5 masters modeled yet?
No, we're so
Yeah.
What's
So
your
everything's
plan?
gone quiet now. Omega's not here. What's my plan?
yeah. are you,
Get this
you planning on
game.
doing?
Get this game finished. Get rich. Retire on an island somewhere.
Which I most likely not.
So what's my plan with this guy? Like in general, or just for today's stream?
Just for today's stream. I knew you were gonna move stuff around and like mess with proportions, but is that all you're planning on doing?
Well, so I'm trying to push things a bit further. So like at the moment, adding teeth and stuff. Try and kind of push the design of the head a little bit, a bit closer to like where I want it. I should probably add some claws to the hands or something as well.
Yeah.
Will the Orb Prime have glowing parts like the minion? I'm gonna say probably. In fact, almost certainly, because I love glowy stuff.
Dude, me too.
Glowy stuff is the best, right?
Yeah, it's like so easy to do as well.
So, like, one thing that you guys haven't seen, because, we have to keep some content from you, but I'll tell you about it, is I finally managed to finish up the minions today, or mostly finish up the minions today. I know you're probably going, but they were finished that other time in that stream and stuff. Actually, they weren't. There were changes that still needed to be made, things that needed to be fixed. And so I managed to finally get round to finishing off the materials. I managed to add the hair in and stuff. I've changed the crystals a little bit so they're even more glowy than they were before. Yeah, like they're looking dope, and I'm excited for like when we can show some like kind of gameplay videos sometime, maybe whenever it's ready. Like with them running up and down the lanes, like killing each other, because it's really fun to see. And I know Osville saw them for like the first time today as well. So, so what did you think, Osville?
I don't think it was the first time. I saw them last time you imported them.
Oh, okay.
But they just weren't as glowy. Actually, I saw them when they were super fucked up. Actually, when there was a point light in the middle with some hard ass shadows.
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
Performance was ridiculous. Everything was just so choppy.
Yeah,
I
I
was
fixed
like,
that.
I'm gonna
I
let
fixed
that chill.
I fixed that.
Oh yeah, and then on the second one, I saw that you did fix the lights, and I think they were all the same color. But yeah, I've seen like almost every iteration of your pushes since then. Yeah, they look super sick now. Did you like it?
So like what?
Oh, well, it's getting scrapped, just to let you know. I'm not even lying, dude.
Wait, what's getting scrapped?
No, it's not that you, not because you like it. I'm just saying it's getting scrapped. That was just there's things that I do at least when I work. I just make something really simple, have it as a placeholder, and throw it away later, or maybe use it. I don't know, but
I'm really confused. I think there's a conversation going on that I can't hear the other side of.
is it Warren? Can you not?
I can't hear Warren at
Probably.
all.
Did you mute Warren?
No, I didn't. I didn't mute Warren. I would never do that. I might do that, but I didn't.
No.
Oh wait, hang on. I think I did. I think I muted him last time. Shit. Yeah, I did. There you go. He's unmuted.
Fuck you.
Dude, we're streaming.
No, I was talking about the little glowy circle in the tower.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, so it's
how-
so it's something not related to this stream then. I'm gonna mute you again. It's not important.
No.
Let's see. You guys should keep that small model next to the prime and turn him into a wizard, guiding around the prime to do what he requests.
So are we talking about the other thing? Nah, probably not. That's a good idea. I like that idea.
What other thing? What other thing are you talking about?
One of the other jungle guys.
Oh no, we're not talking about that yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Spoiler alert.
No. Someone asked that question.
Yeah. So no. Yeah. That's what I mean. So like, yes. Thank you for that question. It's a very good idea. We like that. Yeah.
Yeah. He even follows it up with, but he's like a spirit and not an actual person. Yeah. Already ahead of you, buddy. Good evening, folks. Good evening, Real Kimon.
Also,
Hello.
Don Gooby, by the way, says, I connect with this boss on a sexual level, to be honest.
I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't. Fucking attractive, man. Look at him.
It's thick as fuck.
I'd hit that. I'd probably die after, but you know.
10 out of 10 would bang.
So Warren, how's the new house?
It's really shaping up nicely. We're pretty much finished. I'm going back to the flat tomorrow to get the last bits, and then on Saturday, I'm going back to dump it and then dump what's left, and then I'm handing the keys back, and then we're done.
Nice. Congratulations. You know they say moving is one of the most stressful things you can do in life.
Oh fuck! It was for like the first week because there were so many boxes, and I was doing mostly on my own for the first few days. The back and forth and the fuel was just aggravating as fuck.
I've got to be honest. Whoever came up with that phrase just hasn't had a conversation with you. But
Never end.
never ends.
Anyways, since I was a little bit slow, how was your weekend?
It was good. Much drunk. Very much
Much
drink.
drunk.
Yeah, lots of drink. Lots of drink. I had a kebab.
Smashing.
That's how drunk I got. I had a kebab.
Dude, speaking of kebab, I seen a video. It's a Scottish Twitter style video, and it's a woman who's trying to get into a kebab shop. She's completely wrecked. She's pissed and drunk, whatever you want to call it. And she fights with the owner. Like, she physically pushes against him, and she pushes the glass door to the point where the whole thing just smashes, falls into the door and just falls in a clump on the floor.
That sounds horrific.
And all she's worried about is, I want my kebab.
I want my kebab. It's fair. I want my
So we got a
kebab.
question from Dr. Snoop. Can you say how many jungle objectives you're going to have?
All of them.
I don't know what you would actually. I mean, I guess you can count multiple objectives. Well,
There's going to be a jungle.
well, yeah, obviously.
And there will be objectives.
Hey.
I mean, you can expect objectives like, Paragon had. League of Legends, Dota. You know, I don't know if we release any of that information, but you can pretty much know that there will be some sort of a prime buff, some sort of a raptor type objective from Paragon.
Just not raptors.
Yeah, it's not going to be raptors or fangtooth, but it'll have its similarities in the way that you fight over it. Obviously, buff camps, right? Like something similar to green buff or something similar to.
I wonder if we could introduce a thickness buff.
Ooh,
Just become ridiculously thick.
thick with an F. Oh yeah, I feel
thick with 2 C's.
Speaking of that, Hassie here is asking, what about a multiple stage prime kind of idea, or as a team objective every time you kill it, it changes, not always the same. So kind of like the dragon in League of Legends.
This is a question we had quite a lot in last week's stream. It's not something that we're against at all. Like it's genuinely a really cool idea that we like the sound of. But for the time being, we just have to focus on like getting enough content in the game that it's playable, and that means sacrificing, in the short term anyway, it means sacrificing some of these cooler ideas, and just kind of going like, okay, so our roadmap has these like stick-ass long-term goals, but for the time being, we just need to make sure that stuff works.
Yep. Will there be lots of jungle minions that look the same, or a small amount of unique ones? So there's a cool thing that we're doing right now with our lane minions. In the last what stream did you do it in? Was it the last one or the one before?
The one before last.
Yeah, we're basically Almighty made it so the minions have
I'll load
interchangeable parts.
I'll load it up. Keep talking while I load it up.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, he has it set up so the minions will have interchangeable parts whenever they do spawn. So that can be also done in the jungle. You can have interchangeable parts for the minions there, so they can somewhat look unique between the different tiers of minions that we have. So that'd be pretty exciting.
So just before I lose it from the screen, we have one. Will you guys eventually all be working from one central location?
One can dream.
One can dream.
What's that?
They were wondering if we're all going to eventually be working from one centralized location.
Okay. So, here is my construction script blueprint. It's much more condensed than it was the last time you saw it. Like the last time you saw it, it had bits all over here and all over here. I've managed to simplify it right down, and this is how the minion currently looks. I think he looks pretty sick. He has hair, he has shoulders, and all this stuff. And if I hit compile, he starts to randomize, and has random bits. Random hair, random claws, scythes, that kind of thing. So this is kind of like a design principle that we are going to be taking forward with quite a few of our other things. So jungle minions is absolutely something that we'll probably carry this through with as well. They may not have the same aesthetic, so they may not be built from rocks and stuff. They could be built from other things, or they might be a lot more kind of feral, animalistic. But the whole uniquely spawning minions and stuff, this is something that we really like the idea of, and that we're probably gonna carry through with to kind of make it so that when you have generic, I say generic, so minions, generally speaking, they're a generic thing, right? They're something that just keeps spawning over and over and over again, and you see it all the time in the game. If we can find a way to just, even just make it just a little bit unique every time, then we feel like that will hopefully make things look, better for you guys, or kind of take away the mundanity.
I love the orange glow. Just saying.
Yeah, man.
I love Pie so much is asking if you watch Rampage, Almighty.
I have not watched Rampage, although I did play the game when I was very young. And this is where a lot of young people in the stream go, wait, what? There was a game? There was a Rampage game? Yes, there was a Rampage game, and it was as awesome as it might sound. It
was the greatest thing
Oh,
ever.
it was awesome. You just got to pick one of these giant monsters and just bash the shit out of stuff. It was fucking cool.
Newbie, if the next 2 words out of your mouth aren't see ya, then the third will be, oh my god, my crotch. You punched me in the crotch.
Oh, I love Dr. Cox.
Do you guys have a Patreon? We do, but we're not. We don't have it open to the public at the moment. It's more for internal stuff.
Yeah,
Until we actually
yeah.
have something out there for you guys.
Yeah, our Patreon at the moment is it's basically like it's something that the team donates to in order to kind of pay for our internal server costs for testing the game and making sure that we have like a file system that is robust and doesn't require us to shit the bed anytime someone loses a file or something. So yeah, it's very much kind of just an internal thing at the moment. Once we get to the stage where and it probably will be around the time that we have like a playable alpha for people, that's when we might start saying, okay, so like our costs are ramping up because we're suddenly having to host games for like people that are actually playing the game. This is where we need support from you guys. Outside of that, the last stream that we had, we were asking people to very kindly if they were able to donate to us so that we could get a software license for someone, and you guys were awesome. We hit the donation goal like not even like I think not even an hour into the stream we hit the goal, and that's fantastic. But honestly, like, as much as we'd love to sit here and go like, yeah, give us loads of money, we also want to make sure that your money is actually going towards something that's going to be productive for us and that you guys can actually see being used, which is why at the start of this stream I showed the progress that the guy is making with this new software.
And on that note, Zadcall says, I just want to thank you guys for doing this project and trying to keep the magic that Paragon had alive. Much love to all of y'all.
Aw,
Thank you,
thanks, man. We're happy to do it. Like, if we weren't, we wouldn't be. Something just went wrong. What just got? Have a look. Thief.
Will you guys add any fat character support on the battlefield?
Is that a question for Boof? Is that Boof in disguise asking for Narbash?
If it's not Boof, it's me.
It's one of you guys.
All hail the Narbe.
Yeah, no, like we are aiming to support like heroes
Everyone.
of all body sizes, genders, identifications. Maybe we'll even have an Apache attack helicopter in there. Who knows? Because that's what I identify as,
I think it's important to remember, like, as Golden already pointed out once or twice, like, the design makes the character. It's not gonna be, okay, we're gonna say this character has this weight, or this character has this skin color, or this character has this specific race in amongst our lore. But the design really happens when you're drawing. It's not, you can build a kit, but ultimately it's the overall art and lore coming together which really designates how they appear in their final form.
This question made me laugh so hard.
Go on, go for it.
Why Prime's fingers look retarded?
Because they're not done yet. Oh my god. You can't just call people retarded, man. Warren might get offended.
It's true. I'm deeply offended.
Yeah,
So deep.
see? You made Warren sad.
Now I'm gonna have to go and write a complaint file. God damn it.
Go talk to
Fired.
me.
Yeah,
Go cry
yeah,
to me,
yeah.
dude.
Go cry to HR.
May, Kurt, I need help.
Oh, that's too high res. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. That's better.
No, when you look at the fingers from the stream perspective, it just looks like really cylindrical nails that haven't really been filed in a while.
I mean, that's what they are. They're cylinders. I made cylinders
Well, yeah,
and just
I know.
put them in the right.
I
God
know.
damn.
I got called a retard. I'm offended, and I'm going back to simplistic times. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
They kind of remind me of those like stubby guitarist fingers.
Hey,
Oh,
I have stubby guitarist fingers, man.
Uh,
Like, I wish
The
I
ones
had
with
really
nails?
long fingers, then I'd be good at guitar, but I don't. I have stubby sausage fingers.
This is nice. By the way, the fact that you guys aren't taking money and aren't using assets makes me happy because it shows that you guys really just want to make a game that everyone will enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of the point. Like, one of the earliest questions that I got asked by Golden, because I think he might have been afraid that I was like going to leave the team or something. I don't know. I never was, and hopefully I didn't give any indication that I would, because that's not, you know, that's not the case. But like, he was like, so what can I do to make you happy here? Like, what is your goal on this thing? And I was like, I just want to make dope shit. You know, as long as I get to keep making cool stuff, I'm happy. And if it's no longer cool, or I'm no longer having fun, like, that's when I'll leave. And I think that's the same for just about everyone on the team, really. Like, we're all having fun here. It's really enjoyable for just about all of us. Captain Spicy is probably like having an aneurysm like once or twice a day because of the shit that we're doing, but you know, that's not my problem. So yeah, like as long as it keeps being fun, I think we're all gonna keep doing it. And one of the reasons why it's so fun for me is, like, honestly, the first couple of weeks I was a little bit dubious, and then like I started seeing the reaction from you guys, like the fans and the public, and like all of the support and shit that you guys have been giving us, and I was just like blown away, absolutely blown away. And it just made me want to work even harder. So yeah. Like, I'm breaking the #1 rule that I tell, like, artists that are trying to break into the industry or like trying to get into freelance and stuff, and the one thing I tell them is, like, if you're good at something, don't do it for free. And here I am doing it for free.
To be fair, though, I mean, we did just kind of spring up out of nowhere, out of one game's closure announcement. It just
Yeah, I mean, like, I joined the team because a friend of mine from like my regular kind of Paragon playing group, a bunch of Romanian guys, on like a Discord server called Paragonia. This one guy, Keepek, he's actually in our public Discord. So shout out to him. He was like, yo, dude. These guys are like, they're trying to remake Paragon, and they're trying to make a game similar to Paragon, and they need an artist, and like, I know you do art, like, why don't you go and have a look? And I was like, okay, I'll go have a look, and so I did. And I got talking to Golden and a couple of the other guys on the team, and I was like, yeah, this seems dope. I can dig this. And if it wasn't for Keepek pointing the team out, I probably wouldn't have ever done it.
Thank you so much, Keepek. I do talk to Keepek too. That's awesome. Hey,
So-
Q-Bad just gifted.
I know, he gifted it to me. Yeah. I told him if I could afford a sub, I could probably afford a decent computer.
Oh my god.
One of our questions here: if one day in the future you guys make $1 bazillion from this game, how will you guys distribute the wealth? Like, are you equal partners?
The composer gets the most.
Yeah, I've got to be honest. I basically sold all my shares in the company to Booth for a cheesecake. No, at the moment we're still in the process of finalizing, like becoming a formal company. And once we've done that, we will then be able to talk about like people getting compensation for their work. And because we are unfunded, that compensation is almost certainly going to be in the form of like shares in the company and stuff. And so those shares are likely to be divvied out on like a productivity basis. So like the more productive you are, the more you kind of contribute to the team, the more shares you're gonna get. And so like if and when the company does make money, that's how it's gonna be, I guess.
How's advertisement going to happen? Like, I only heard about this game through a friend.
Exactly.
Yeah, I only heard about this team through a friend, so
I joined Paramount with Ozville, and then I joined Visionary.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of advertising, like, you need to have a budget for that.
Yeah.
We ain't got no budget.
Ain't nobody got money for that.
Yeah. Why everything gotta cost money?
I thought we were still bartering for things. Hassie is asking if we can expect to see characters with progression mechanics like Severok stacks or Cho'Gath, but possibly something new. That's, we want to include as many mechanics to our roster as possible, but not everything will be straight away, I would say, because you don't want to give everything up in the first 10 to 15 characters.
Yeah, I mean, if you look back at Paragon, Severog actually was the second hero that was released after the initial 13. So
Wait, the second? I thought it was the first.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, the first.
I
got him and Iggy switched around.
Oh, Iggy, my love.
Iggy.
Good old
Full-on tank spec Iggy. Tank spec, tainted magic, fuck you up all day, all night, Iggy.
ATG Sneaky asks, plans on getting a demo ready for a publisher?
Publishers suck.
Pretty much.
There's a reason why Paragon failed. And
published.
publisher was one of the main reasons why. Not even so much the publisher, but
It's having a hand in other people's deadlines, which really puts a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like, if I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but if the right offer came up, I can't imagine like we would turn it down. But it would have to be the right offer, and the right offer to us is like basically just giving us money and leaving us all the creative control and shit that we're accustomed to. And I can't think of anyone going, hey, we're just gonna give you like millions of dollars and just let you just do what you do. Like nobody does that.
It's a cheesy thing to say, but the dream is to getting someone to bankroll you. But
yeah,
I mean,
that's why we need like wealthy Far Eastern benefactors, man. Like,
I mean, the next question kind of follows up. Would you as a company be open to selling shares to others?
I'm not the person to comment on that.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
yeah, no. Can't really.
That's a hypothetical where we have no defined scenario yet for something like that.
Yeah.
Mark Kokins puts Tencent maybe.
10% is a company that I would not sell to, like, even if they offered me the moon.
I don't believe in the moon. I think it's just the back of the sun. That's another Scrubs reference for those of you who love the janitor.
Yep. Who is this god person that everyone's so afraid of?
You guys make the weather change every match, like from stormy weather to sunny or snowy weather?
I don't know about every match. Is that a difficult thing to do?
Not every match, but something we've talked about in previous streams is having weather mechanics in the game, or at the very least having rain in lieu of a day-night cycle, because a day-night cycle is actually really tricky to do in a third-person MOBA. And so we talked about having rain instead. So like basically at a timed interval in the match, it would start raining. You would lose some visibility because of the rain. You would the jungle would be like more difficult to traverse because there would be puddles and stuff. Like these are all things that we've discussed and we like love the idea of, but it's very much a case of like, can we do it? Because I mean, when you get to that point, you basically have to design the map twice.
Yeah.
And even designing one working map that like everyone can agree on is a tall order, you know.
And that's like the problem with there was a few questions back when we sort of teased that very first jungle I mentioned. People are saying, can we get custom maps that we can use ourselves and keep, you know? And that's a lot of effort to redesign so many different special maps over time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That single claw is nearly the size of an actual champion.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hey, Boof, Narbash in the game, yes or no?
Narbash in the game?
Yep.
I don't know if you can make Narbash, but I'm down for creating a character and calling him Jim Narbashian, because that's what I used to call him anyway.
Yeah.
These fingers are thick. Since you guys are making a MOBA, are you going to make the Monkey King? Are we making Wukong?
No.
Like every MOBA has a
Technically.
Wukong.
Technically, this is public information. Anyways, there is a Wukong concept on one of these spreadsheets. There is a Wukong concept. Whether it gets used, I can't say.
I think we should name this big boss Thick Nick.
I think we should hold like, I think we should have like a public voting on the name for this guy.
That would be
Honestly,
awesome.
I'm pretty sure he already has a name.
Jungle
Does he?
McJungle Face.
Yeah, like
Is he?
I don't think
Because
I don't think we
F-
talked about the name though. I don't think we're allowed. to
no,
talk
yeah,
about
we've
the name.
never said it on stream, but there's already documentation on this guy.
Is it F? F, is that who he is?
What?
I'm using the first letter, F.
Warren, talk sense, man.
I'm talk. Oh.
We should create another jungle minion and call him the Grunion.
Runyon?
The Grunion.
No, just call it Warren.
Well, that's the thing. Warren is the Grunion.
It would be
Oh,
no. If we're gonna make a minion like themed after Warren, it's gonna be called Ned.
It's gonna be lopsided. It's Ned. Mate. I will come down there and personally call you a chaff.
It'd be the last time you ever come down here.
Oh well, my visit to England was a solitary mission, but it was a fun one. Speaking of, I haven't been to England in years.
It's good. We don't want you.
No, nobody wants me here either. They keep trying to kick me out. Some sort of vote or something.
Brexit was all about you, man.
Exactly. Do we want to keep Warren or not? Scottish independence, me again. Is there any type of funding platform that is set up besides simply donating to the cause? Not yet for the public.
Again, we're probably only likely to open up a public funding platform when we have something that you guys can actually play. Like, we don't want you giving us your money unless there's something that you're going to get back from it.
What if you made it so it became like a thunderstorm with lightning when one team has the prime buff? As the boss's health gets lower, the storm would get closer and closer. Sounds like a lot of systems in place is what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Goddamn systems! Ah!
Well, it would be cool, just... That's a bunch of stuff to...
What's an estimate of the amount of different heroes you guys plan on having in the game? How long's the piece of string? How long you got?
Fucking billions.
We plan not stopping it until we are all dead.
Yeah. We will
Well,
have
something that
all
has
the
been
heroes.
confirmed was that we are gonna have 25 when we launch.
Wait, that was
Full
confirmed?
game release will be 25. Yeah,
God
Spicy
damn, I'm gonna
said
be
that.
really fucking busy.
Never.
You know how
I
many
might have said
heroes?
I'm gonna be busy.
I need
You
to
know how many
hurry up.
heroes they have in League of Legends? How many heroes they have total in League of Legends?
You know how
That's
many
just how
fucking.
many-
You know how many
That's
fucking.
just how many supports we're gonna have.
You know how many fucking.
Oh,
Yeah, you know how many fucking paid character artists they have over on League of Legends?
Oh yeah, no kidding.
and they're not doing it in 3D. They're doing it in isometric.
Not many. They outsource them all to the Philippines. What, you think I'm joking?
How y'all feel about lock-on abilities? Less common than what Paragon has. I would say.
I
Lock-on
don't.
abilities, for me, just from my 2 cents, lock-on abilities are very, very good for characters who are learning how to play the game. But if you're picking some kind of hero, champion, master that has lock-on abilities, in my opinion, that hero should not scale nearly as well to end game, as well as someone who has a very, very difficult but incredibly rewarding kit to play.
Yeah.
So they should have a far easier early game, but fall off towards the end.
Not even an easier early game. Just basically like, if an ability. If half the job is done for you, you should get half the reward.
For sure. Moragesh, anyone?
Fucking hell. Did I ever tell you the story about how I mastered Moragesh really quickly after she came out because she was OP as hell? And I just went
yeah.
everyone else is going to play her, so I might as well.
Good buddy Mung, I will never forget it. The first game that we got to play when Moragesh came out, I was running Rampage in the jungle. He went 22-0-4 as Moragesh
wow.
playing midnight,
Christ.
and we were like, okay, there's a problem.
Yeah.
that's kind of how that went.
Yeah,
Fucking,
that's brutal.
Yeah, it was insane.
The problem with Moragesh is Mark, which is a lock-on. The Hive, which it does have a slightly bigger radius of an AoE than you might think, and then obviously there's that unavoidable ult. If you're marked, it's gonna hit you. That's
She also had an ult that was a lock-on ult that was global as well. So I mean, and that's just
yeah,
kind
the
of,
global.
you know.
It's a nightmare in the long run for decent balancing.
And I thought Bellica's ult was like overpowered, so
It kind of fell off once they got to B42 because the way they built the new system, her ult didn't do so well against anyone who wasn't specifically building intellect anymore.
Yeah.
So she kind of fell off with
And
that
then they-
regards.
And then not only that, they reduced the scaling for it in general.
Yeah, it
That
was lower.
was another thing that
And took off
really
the damage.
differentiated between lower tier players and then higher skill players is realizing and being aware of how your character scaled. That's why Shindy was so effective being built as a tank and didn't really do all that much when you built her damage because her ability scaled for crap. It was a better idea to build her as a tank, which in all reality shouldn't have happened in the first place. I mean, she's a caster. Caster shouldn't be built as a tank, and
No.
you're getting rewarded for doing so.
Almighty, can you make the boss's tail a bit sharper? Asks Shaq with the shot.
yeah, I'm gonna be adding at some point like a bunch of crystals and shit to give him like, you know, sharp as hell tail thingies.
Osville, do you guys have any ideas for the Prime's entrance into the map?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we do. We've got some
We got it.
sick ideas. like I'll let you know. Like one of the ideas I had for like this Prime thing was that he was actually going to be a dragon that flew around above the battlefield, and then when he was ready to enter, he would just like fly down and crash down into the jungle. But like that would be ridiculously difficult to make a reality. So I was like, yeah, I'm happy just to make like this big beastie guy instead. I'm happy to make a self-portrait of Booth.
There you go. I should send you a picture of my dad and let you model him. He's 6'4.5", weighs about 300 pounds, and he has 30-inch legs.
God damn.
He is the missing link.
He is a man's man.
He's got the longest arms. I mean, his arms almost touch the ground. I swear, if he opens his hands, he's got hair on the palm of his hands. I swear, he's a gorilla.
That's crazy, man.
For sure.
I think I need to make the legs longer. Actually, I think I need to adjust like.
Oni-chan says,
I think I need to
everything
adjust
is looking great, boss. Tell Omega. Oni-chan says hi.
Hey, Oni.
well, Omega unfortunately has gone to school. So we will tell Omega if and when
Tomorrow.
we talk to him later. Like, yeah, we'll be happy to pass the message on.
Omega's not here.
Pricey Snail, there is no ETA on the style of items / cards / shop, whatever you want to call it, that we are doing yet. It's still a huge work in progress for the mechanics team.
But rest assured that
Zadkov
once we
said-
know, you will know.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. Zadkov says, have you ever thought of having some homages to Paragon, like a carving of some of the characters into a rock or something of the sort?
I actually did. I wanted a Narbash rock.
Actually, one of the very earliest ideas we had was along those lines, and actually, I don't know if this has been made public yet, but
I don't think so.
so there is something about Mangus that is going to be like a very big nod towards Paragon. That hopefully like veteran players will pick up on. And not just like the whole like, oh, it's a caster with a cape and all that stuff. No, that like there is something about her lore wise that is a very big nod towards Paragon.
It was an idea brought up in the first couple of weeks after she was one of the approved characters. Someone just kind of said, what if we did this, and it would be a huge sort of, not only for us to introduce the game, but it would remind us where it's coming from and how it started. So yeah.
Oh wow, something went wrong there.
What? Did you break it?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what just went wrong, but like a whole bunch of stuff just pinged out of position. I'm not sure why. No, it looks really bad. Like.
I have to know this. Are you going to make a invisible that can two-shot people? Are you gonna make Deathcrawler Kalari? Is the question?
Yeah, that should have been the question. I really hope we don't have stuff like that.
Yeah,
No,
I
think
hope we don't have stuff like that.
something that resonates really strongly with me is one of the things they said about Kalari, and it was that they were not gonna make a burst stealth assassin,
And
and then they made Deathcrawler, and then
everybody
Kalari made. We're like, ooh, we can be relevant again.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we're consciously aware of is, and this is specifically in regards to Paragon, because I understand that in Dota there are things that like heroes' identities are built around like specific items or similar things, but with regards to Paragon specifically, we are trying to be very consciously aware of making sure that like none of our heroes' entire playstyles are like defined by an item, or like a hero is only viable because of an item, because that sucks for everyone.
Yeah, wouldn't really add much to the balance. Also,
No.
working on a project, I just came in here to say, I will end you. Have fun.
So Shaq is asking, when the prime boss enters, can you make it so that he eats like a minion or something?
I mean, I guess we could.
Technically, we already got some. Why do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm saying.
Thanks for the idea. We'll add it to the list.
Will you make stealth assassins like Kalari? That really depends on what.
How do you
balance
define
to
like
deal.
Kalari? Do you just mean like in that Kalari can stealth, or do you mean like
She was
same
an
playstyle
assassin.
or something? Yeah, like
I think, I mean, I certainly put a few ideas forward for stealth heroes, not necessarily assassins, but, well, this is way back at the start, before I actually joined the team. Like, I was saying, like, I really liked Kalari, but I didn't like how Paragon ended up with, like, as I was just saying, Deathcrawler. But also, if you remember the Ward game back before V42, where she was basically irrelevant because as soon as you picked Kalari, every Ward's on your lane, regardless of where you were.
to be fair though, like people should have been doing that anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have had wards down in the first place. So
Exactly.
if you have wards down, poo on you.
Like back
Exactly.
in Legacy, a popular phrase was "wards win games," and like not enough people paid attention to it.
For sure. Like, I remember the very last day of V41, and it was before the big update for V40. I was playing Kalari, and the one thing that resonated well with me for that day was I took a good look at how many wards there were, because I knew they said, "Oh, we're totally decreasing the vision." Huge decrease in how much wards you're going to be able to place, and I was like, I'm going to play Kalari today, and just looking at all the wards in the Christmas tree map. But to answer your question, it really depends on where we want to take a stealth character. Do we want them to be an assassin? Do we want them to be stealth? Do we want to make them basic assassin or like a countess type of assassin where it's mostly ability damage? You can't really define it without being able to look at it and piece it together piece by piece.
Yeah.
But I mean, sure, stealth assassin. I'm all on board. I just don't think it should be as bursty as Kalari.
I have no problem with it being bursty. I just think there has to be a trade-off somewhere. Like if it's really really easy for you to go in and out of stealth, then no, you probably shouldn't have as much burst. Or even if you did have as much burst and it was easy for you to go in and out of stealth, you should basically be able to be one shot. Like if you're caught unawares or like you try and gank the wrong target or something.
It's like when Countess catches a sparrow. It's pretty much two shot.
Yeah.
Never try to burst down the wrong target.
Omega,
you're back.
I'm driving.
Don't talk and drive, you douche.
Fucking captain's infecting everyone.
It's fine.
I always forget Americans' attitude towards like talking on the phone while they drive. It's like, yeah, I don't care if I kill people or myself.
I'm paying attention. I'm following the rules of the road. I have my seatbelt on. I use my blinker, and I honk at people.
Oh wait,
across the street.
hang on. You use your blinker. You're like a better driver than 90% of America.
I love Pi so much. He's asking, we're the first 5 masters, all made by non-vision keepers from the community. I think, to be honest, back then, no one was really in charge of the game as such. There wasn't even a spreadsheet. It was made rather quickly, but certainly the first 5 that we did choose, and that you've seen on the Reddit now, was pretty much everyone who was on the master dev team, but before they joined. Like, we did those on the spreadsheet. A couple of them are Drax. We did these before we joined the team, and so it wasn't non-vision keepers as such. It was just before we joined the team, we did these. Later, it got pushed through, but there are other.
They've all been like really
people.
heavily changed since then as well.
Oh yeah, there has been so many. I've lost count of how many rework. What was it? Wardens had since the very first draft.
Way too many.
For sure. Way too many. But I think it's for the better. You know, the more we reworked them, the more we were able to create better depth, better synergy, better meaning for their role in the game. When the Prime boss defeats a hero, can you make an animation to where he goes over and eats the character if the character dies close in his range?
I mean, I have no problem with that.
Goes back to full health by eating the hero that last attacked him. Take
That's
that,
very-
you fucking Prime Pit bastards.
Okay, that's interesting.
If you made a character somewhat similar to Revenant, like a bounty hunter from another world, would be really cool. Just don't know how you'd made that your own. I think what's important to note with regards to Revenant is he's been done before. Jin from League of Legends. You know, it's not like there's ways to make him unique. I think that if I personally took Revenant, and the first thing I would do is remove Obliterate and give him something more skill shoddy and far less overpowered.
If I were to make some kind of like alien or futuristic or from a different place, different planet kind of bounty hunter, I would probably model it on someone like Wax from the second Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson. Because he is baller as fuck. He basically, so he has two. He's known as a twinborn, which means that he was born with one ferrochemical power and one allomantic power. Allomantic powers are where you swallow shards of metal, and then you can burn them inside you, and they give you specific abilities. And ferrochemical is where you can wear different pieces of metal, and you can store things in those metals. Now, in the timeline that he's from, being a twinborn means that you can only have one allomantic ability and one ferrochemical ability. So his specific ones are he can burn steel, which lets him push other metals away from him, and he can store weight in like a metal bracelet or something, which allows him to like walk around at like half his normal weight and stuff like that. But what it also means is like if he ever wants to bar a door and stop people coming in, he can bring all of that weight back out of the bracelet and just make himself like super heavy. So one of the cooler side effects of this is that he can, for example, drop a coin on the floor and push against it, like try and push the coin away. But because the coin is like essentially stuck to the floor, and you can't push the floor away from you, he pushes himself up into the air instead. And so he can like whiz around the city like via those means. And then like combine that with the fact that he can make himself lighter or heavier, and it allows for some really cool dynamics while he's in motion. But one of the coolest abilities that he has is like he basically puts a really thin bubble around himself, where anything that's metal that's flying towards him gets like deflected away because he's just gently pushing away on all metals around him. So it comes in really handy in gunfights.
I bet.
But yeah, super cool character, and he's basically like a Sherlock Holmes character in the middle of a Wild West setting with magic.
Definitely sounds like something I'd love to talk about at some time.
But yeah, I'm a big fan of Brandon Sanderson's work.
Dr. Snoop's asking, are the horns going to glow?
The horns, maybe not, but like I'm definitely keen to get some glowy stuff on this guy because I love glowy stuff. Yeah.
Will minions show signs of damage visually, like the way Paragon's ones did in their last iteration?
Maybe, but that's probably not going to be like a launch priority.
For sure.
I mean, because of the way they're constructed with like the random parts and stuff, it's potentially, and I say potentially like with massive quotation marks, it's potentially quite easy for us to have like limbs fall off and stuff. But again, this is not like a priority for us at the moment. The whole like randomization thing is already like going to be something that eats up some of our development time in making sure that it's robust, making sure that like there's enough variation that you don't see the same patterns happening over and over again, that kind of thing.
For sure. I actually personally wasn't too fussed either way. I actually preferred the old minions way back in old Monolith and old Legacy. I liked the way they were aesthetically pleasing as they were. I don't know if the change necessary, but it did provide the light versus dark mentality, but I always liked the original ones better. If a person in the game is purposefully making the team lose, will there be consequences?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. This was one of our very, very early discussions, and we have some interesting ideas on how to deal with toxic players. And what I can say is that our primary focus is making sure that eventually toxic players get a taste of their own medicine. It's probably the best way I can say that.
It'll just be Boof subjecting them to torrents of audio insults.
Yep. Yeah!
Yes!
The donut!
We get Omega's passive-aggressive caster announcer on them like a hawk.
I'm gonna see if we can hire Gordon Ramsay to have him scream into the microphone.
Oh,
You fucking donkey!
You fucking donkey!
I mean,
You're an idiot sandwich!
Who has, I wonder how much that would cost. It would be insane, but
worth, right?
Yeah,
so much worth.
The only thing I'm interested in getting Gordon Ramsay involved in our game for is so he can make me a steak.
Dude, I want that beef Wellington that he does.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll do that instead of steak. I'm down. Okay. Twisted my arm.
Zad cost 77. What if there was a hero that was like the spy from Team Fortress 2 that could look like another hero and then turn back into themselves and be a sort of stealth assassin? So again, that kind of falls into the Kalari sort of question, like, how are you identifying that? I think one of the key things with regards to a MOBA, because as far as I'm aware, I haven't really taken much to do with Team Fortress or Team Fortress 2, but I'm aware it's more of a shooter thing with a MOBA is that's a lot of skill stealing and animation stealing that you may have to fit specifically to this one hero as it's copying. I mean, we had conversations about things like stealing a hero or master character ability and then using it for your own, but it's complicated in the sense that you have to basically redo their entire animation for someone who isn't meant to have it. If you understand where I'm going with that.
Can we get Steve Buscemi's likeness and have him as a character? That'd be awesome. I would love that so much. Let's have them droopy ass eyes. He could be like Medusa. We'll just stun you.
That is the excellent scribe from Almighty. Please say there won't be a minion execute mechanic. From Don Gooby, by the way.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. There you go. Not vote kick because that would be game breaking, but make something that detects what they are saying in the chat and takes action against what they are doing that the team dislikes. I suppose that's just a case of, if they're being toxic in chat, probably have a mute button So that's on you to mute them. Because we want you to have a pleasant playing experience. We don't want you to get bogged down in arguments and toxicity. We'd rather you had a good time and had fun, played the game. So yeah, there probably will be a mute button of some sort. But if there is someone who's really giving you beef and is sabotaging the game, there will be a report system at the end of the game, just like there is in all the other games. It's definitely something that was discussed very early on, like we said. Hello, TMNT gamer. We're good. How are you? So, TMNT, Almighty, who's doing the stream, myself, Intharth, we have Osville, the lead environment artist, and we have Uncle Boof, the audio director.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay,
Yep.
just forget about me.
And you were muted. Shikar. What do you want from me?
Sorry
Because
about
you would
that.
hear my girlfriend all the time.
I had to go and get a drink. I was getting parched, super parched.
I was
I love when people say parched. It's the best thing ever.
I'm currently drinking Coca-Cola Zero. If
I've
Coca-Cola
got Diet Coke.
if Coca-Cola want to come and sponsor me on my stream, that'd be great. If not, there are other sugary or sugar-free beverages that are available near you.
You're gonna get a 12-pack on your front door.
Thanks,
We also have
bro.
Deep Field Bread with us.
Thanks, bro, for giving us a shout out to all of your 62 viewers. Yeah. Anytime,
turn-
multi-billion-dollar corporation man.
Can you turn the waiting screen for the map loading up into a stage where you can play as your character for 20 seconds and mess around with the other team in like a training stage or whatever until the map loads up?
I
Osville?
would love that, dude. I would love that. Why'd you ask? Why'd you say my name?
Because that's like a map thing, is it not?
No,
What's
it's
mechanics?
not.
You gotta make the little area for.
I just put him in a white box, dude. What the fuck?
Just drop him in a white box. Say there you go. There's your 20
I'm not
seconds
the
of
one
fun.
coding that, saying, okay, after this has been done, check for that, and then do this. That's not my job. I don't know what you guys say is my name.
Because Gamag isn't here.
That would not even happen for Gavig either. What are you talking
Well, I'm not fucking doing it.
Warren has no concept of what anyone else on the team actually does.
I was away.
Warren's like, what's an environment?
So, where do you put a rock? What's that?
I'll tell you where you put a rock. You stick it up your candy ass is where you put a rock.
Yes,
Holy
Come
shit.
on, you guys don't know about the rock? That's what he says.
I know about the rock.
Do you smell
That
it?
sounds like fighting words.
I started watching wrestling just at the tail end of the WrestleMania era and very much into the Attitude era. I know all about what the Rock is cooking.
There you go.
Wow. Hey guys.
Oh,
Hey,
I'll let your boy.
Hi.
yo,
So
it's
I'm
your
about to
boy
hop into
Omega.
class. So I'm about to hop into class, but I asked Tony if he would want to maybe hop in and take over my my job since I can't be here, and so he said he might hop in later. So he may hop in. So everybody be nice and say hi to Honey.
He
did hop in for a quick sec.
he already dropped in once, insulted everyone, and then left.
Yeah, because they call them Oni-chan.
He said he might
Walking
hop
right
in
into a
later.
shitstorm.
Maybe read some questions, but yeah. So if he
Do
comes in, I'll be here next stream, and so I'll see you guys later.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye bye.
hi, Omega.
Okay. We got a question here.
Shoot.
Can we please have a sandbox mode for testing builds? One of my biggest annoyances of Paragon.
I was literally about to read that out as well.
So, Do we have any idea if that's in the works? If we're thinking about having something like that?
Haggis, he brought it up just a day ago in the mechanics sort of end of things, and he was definitely he's vouching for it. I think it's something a majority of us would be after. It's not something that's been decided on yet.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're on the idea for it though.
So Genshin TV says I want to play tomorrow, so hurry up. So if we can have this done by the night, so we can have a beta going tomorrow, that would be great.
Sure, man. I tell you what. If you donate $100,000, I will get this shit outsourced like immediately.
Is that real money?
Yeah, man. Or actually, I mean, if you donate like $1 million, I could probably get it done as well.
Be right back.
Bear in mind, I think the total dollar currently mined is only like 10 million. So
there you go. TMNT gamer, excuse me. Well, the jungle boss is looking good.
Thank you.
Would I be saying too much if I say a jungle boss is looking good?
No, that's perfect.
That's probably all you can say. But yeah, I agree.
There you go. Yeah.
One of our jungle bosses is good, and I am happy with that because I'm the one making this one.
I kind of want someone to make the other one.
Me too. But I think like my focus after this is going to be on like masters, and probably like finishing up the minion sets.
I'd very much like to do some of this stuff, but as I've mentioned before, my wife would absolutely deball me if I dropped $2 or $3 grand just to pick a ZBrush and a Cintiq, so it wouldn't go over well.
Drop $6 grand and get me one too.
Dude, I tell you what, drop a couple of grand on getting me a guitar, and I'll drop a couple of grand on getting you a Cintiq and stuff. Problem solved.
There we go.
Sounds like a deal.
I remember reading that like the cheapest Cintiq was like $800. Rob, if you really do want to not drop that amount of money.
I got to mess with one of the 16-inch ones and just lost my crap. So
I can't settle. I don't know. I'm terrible. Like if I'm gonna buy something like that, I'm just gonna spend the money and buy what I want.
Well, there's
so like.
Oh fuck! I forgot both of your guys' names are Rob.
It's all good.
Rob.
One of the massive issues is
damn it, Robbie.
When you're working in professional audio, there are very. Somebody's probably going to jump all over me for saying this, but that's fine. There are very few products that are fairly inexpensive that you can drop into the professional realm. There are a lot that you can actually use, but it's kind of a niche thing. The guys know about the cheaper stuff, use the cheaper stuff, but for the more part, if you're using instruments, you're dropping an incredible amount of money on them. Your computers that you're using for host machines, you're dropping an incredible amount of money on them.
Yeah.
And so when you go back to using something that's kind of crummy, it makes you go, kind of uninspiring. I'm basically trying to make justifications for being spoiled, Agnes.
Oh no, yeah, I understand. But I mean, the differences between these, like this Cintiq that I'm talking about, is just the size. It's got the same specs.
Yeah, but size counts.
I'm gonna head out. Enjoy your night, people.
Cool, Warren.
Yeah.
Have a good stream for however much longer it carries on, and I'll speak to y'all tomorrow.
See you later.
Well, basically, if the Cintiq isn't the size of my calves, I don't want it.
Your ass? Oh, your calf.
You need to be able to lay on it and take a nap.
That's right.
Eat dinner on it.
That's the right size.
Man, I've just eaten a
I
whole
don't
packet
know.
of
It's hard to
Frankfurters.
spend money. There you go. It's hard to spend money on that kind of stuff, though, and justify like the small difference. I mean, it's not a small difference in cost, but you know, if I'm gonna spend $800, I'd rather just spend $2,000 or $3,000 and just really get the one I want. You know. Plus, I already have two Intuos tablets that I've had for like 8 years that are working just fine. So.
I mean, what you said was just
Really
literally
needed?
perfect. I mean, like you can go grab Hans Zimmer percussion from Spitfire Audio, which is really cool, and it's a plugin that's $400. But if you grab the Percussion Professional, Hans Zimmer Percussion Professional, you get like a whole. It's like 4 more instruments because you get the same instruments, but now they're mixed by Junkie XL, and they're mixed by Alan Meyerson, things like that. I mean, spend $200 more and you literally get the instrument that's been remixed by like 4 or 5 other people. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth the money.
Plus, I like shiny shit to show people. So.
That's the thing that sucks about being audio. You can't show anybody anything. You're open a plugin. Look at that plugin right there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've got a few friends that have little mini studios in their. Well, I wouldn't say mini studios, but I have a guy that he's more of an acquaintance, but he's had to have spent close to $200,000 over the last 15 years on just random audio equipment. It's just walls lined with mixers and monitors and all this stuff. And it's like, Jesus.
Oh yeah.
So you
I don't know how to use any of it, and I get geeked out on it.
You musician type guys, I imagine that you've heard of some like jazz musicians called Jacob Collier or
oh yeah,
or Herbie Hancock.
Yeah.
I imagine that you will have, right? So
Yeah.
So
yeah,
have you seen the video where Herbie talks to like
they
different?
sit down.
Yeah, they sit down and they talk to like kids of different ages, all the way from like kindergarten all the way up to like postdoc level musicians, and talking about like harmony.
Harmony. Yep.
Yeah. So talking about harmony and stuff, and then Herbie Hancock. And Herbie Hancock is the final one. So talking about harmony with Herbie Hancock, and they both it just sounds like a bunch of like chickens running around on top of a keyboard, and they're both like they're
not
both,
at all.
No. But they're both just looking at each other like, oh man, oh yeah, oh do it, man. It's just like it's the best thing ever. Like the one thing that I will love more than anything else in the world is when two people who are just consummate experts in their field just like really go hammer each other on this shit. And no one around them can even no one around them is even on the same playing field, you know. Like they just
welcome to my world. If you're hanging out like with me and Denson, the other guy the audio guy that just joined the team about 2 weeks ago, Denson has his doctorate in classical bass performance, and is a Federa artist and Aguilar artist and all that. And we sit down and we talk about chromatic media modulation all the time.
Yep.
And how resolutions by way of thirds rather than perfect fourths or perfect fifths might even have a stronger pull depending on the voicing. So,
yeah. See,
you just lost every viewer on this channel because I just said that.
But... Yeah, it's like I know these terms, but I don't really and I can comprehend them, but I don't really understand them. You know.
Yeah, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
They're made up of syllables and vowels. I get it.
When you talk about chord extensions, Steve Lukather calls those adult chords. See that? Start talking music theory and things, and it just goes silent.
We really need an audio board with some like crickets chirping or random sounds we can play in.
I've got good friends that are professional touring musicians. One of my best friends is a guitarist, and every time we start talking about that stuff, he just goes, "Dude, Chinese, man. You're speaking Chinese, dude."
Yeah.
I'm not Chinese. This is my work.
Yeah. And the thing is as well, there are so many like professional musicians out there who will never know or understand the terminology for these things, but they're just fantastic musicians anyway.
Oh yeah. Stevie Ray
I've got
Vaughan.
a friend that's been playing guitar for 25 years or so, and just this last 3 years, I think he's gone back and actually started like learning the technical side of it. But I mean, he can play like crazy. He just, through feeling, or I don't know how he writes or anything, but he didn't really know anything about music theory or anything. He's been playing that long, and he's an amazing guitarist. But
Well,
just
there you
now,
Remember, Guthrie Govin's completely self-taught, so
yeah.
I guess that's really all you need to know, because Guthrie will destroy pretty much everyone on the planet with his guitar. So,
Yep. And his hair.
wonderful hair.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful hair. And he is the ale connoisseur.
Chirp, 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 chirp.
Chirp, chirp, chirp. So yeah, any questions from the audience?
Has anybody looked?
Well, there are
No.
questions like, will you guys add Scuba Steve into the game?
Maybe not Scuba Steve, but we're thinking about Cuban Pete.
Or
And he
Pricey
goes chick
Snail.
chicky boom, chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom.
Pricey Snail is asking, can we have a jungle creep that is just two giant human-like legs attached to a head?
Oh man, that sounds sick. I'm down. Yeah, I'm down for all kinds of weird shit, man. Like, so yeah, remember guys, the raffle for who gets to win a prize is going to be held on Thursday. So if you want to be in with a chance to win one of the 3 things that I'll talk about in a second, make sure you're a subscriber before Thursday. The 3 things that you can pick are you can have a custom minion part added to the lane minion roster. You can just tell me what you want, and we'll go through like the design process, and I'll make it, and it'll be added to the minion, and it'll be basically like your own little part of the game. Or you can ask one of the concept artists to do a custom drawing for you, or you can ask Omega to record a custom voice line for you. So if you want to be in the with a chance to win one of those things, make sure that you're a subscriber by Thursday, and we'll hold a raffle. And yeah,
Awesome.
Zcost77 is asking, do you guys need anyone for SFX or voice acting and the like?
We're pretty stocked right now on voice acting. If we needed anything voice acting, it would probably be in the realm of female. But as far as SFX, we're good on sound effects. Sound effects, we're going to be out a while before we actually start doing anything with sound effects, because we actually need masters that are moving, abilities that are working, animations that are working, things like that. So until we get those things, SFX really isn't too much.
Unless you're Michael Winslow, then you can definitely use it.
Then, yeah, if you are Michael Winslow, we can probably just fire everyone else, and you can.
or Stephen Toast. We'll take Stephen Toast as well.
We'll just sit in a room with him. It won't even be a game. We'll just ask him to make noises. That's it.
Lee, you should
Party's over.
stop reading the chat.
Huh?
You should stop reading the chat.
What do you mean?
It gives you bad ideas.
Crux's granny.
Yeah, someone in chat was like, "You should make a jungle creep, like give the minions big nipples." I was like, "Okay, I can do that."
The funny thing is, it actually doesn't look bad.
Doesn't look bad. Are you saying it looks good?
This is the kind of muscle guy who like stands there like, check out my pecs. My pecs. Yeah.
We're gonna see this jungle boss. He will be at the 2019 Olympia contest.
Oh goddamn.
He's gonna need to work on his legs though.
Skip leg day.
Never skip leg day.
Leg day is the best day. Leg day and back day are the best days.
Every day is leg day and back day for me.
They're the most functional. Every day is leg day and back day?
Yeah, I just want a sit down day. I work outside a lot.
I'm about to sign up to a gym again and go fucking lose all this baby weight that I've put on over the last 5 years. I'm gonna be like this jungle boss, man. Fucking beef.
So what are we making now? I see this ball is getting sectioned. What are we making?
I'm making like a giant crystal thing to stick out of his like chest cavity or something.
Oh, cool.
Just see how it looks. You know, tie in with the whole crystal thing with the minions and like the overall theme of the map and all the other stuff we're doing.
All the crystals. Glad it's not meth.
Xneon is asking where can I see the Houdini progress on Discord?
So it's not on the public Discord at the moment. I showed it earlier on in the stream, but I will show it again in just a second. You just need to be aware that the guy that's doing it, literally, like he's only just started learning the program. So a second.
Just those effects he's coming up with so far are really cool, though.
Yep. So he's currently running smoke simulation. So I've got this in the window here. I'll just leave that open for a couple of seconds, so you can see it. So this is what the donations went towards in the last stream. Was getting this software so that Crisis could learn how to use this software and do it with a fully licensed software. And he's currently in the process of like exporting these things out and getting them actually into Unreal, so that we can use them as effects in the game.
That shit is so stinking cool. Like those donations are going to completely backfire, at least on me, because we got him a Houdini license, and now I'm going to have to go out and drop money just to get myself a license.
What, for
that
Houdini?
is stinking cool looking. Yeah. That's thinking neat.
Well, we may do another funding drive at some point, like if we kind of need another license. If.
But if not.
Backlash1337 is asking, can we actually remove the nipples again? Nipples are for mammals. This doesn't seem like a mammal to me.
Well, you know, we don't even know what this guy is. He might have nipples.
Hey, what about Grux? He had them pancake titties and them nipples, and he wasn't a mammal.
Yeah.
He was a Grux. He's Gruxian.
He was a Grux. Wait, is Gruxian a thing?
It is now.
Yes, I will remove them in a minute.
No!
No, you donut!
Push the
Be
button!
a skin with the nipples. Just the skin where it's just a skin suit.
Of course I can hear you when you
Nipple
push the
suit.
button, you donut!
The pig that cried rye just subscribed.
Oh, thank you very much. You are awesome.
Almighty, you can tell me to piss off if you want on this, but instead of crystals that protrude out of his chest like that, what if his breastbone became like a ridge, kind of like what's happening in his back?
Hmm.
Yay? Nay?
Yeah,
Sucky?
I like that idea. Give me a second. So let's maybe not just the breastbone, but what if I like really, really push the boundaries on like his rib? Had the rib
Oh, that would be awesome.
Really, really protrude out.
Yeah.
This looks really creepy now.
Good. I don't want it to look like natural in a lot of ways. Like I know he's got like muscles and all this stuff, but in a lot of ways I want him to look like designed. You know, I want him to look like someone has kind of like gone in and gone like, you know what? I want like a big monster with like fucking sharp ass ribs. Thankfully, one of the great benefits of being an artist is that you can make whatever the fuck you want. I'm sure you've done that musically, right, Booth? You've gone like, do you know what? I'd really love to hear a riff that went like this. Oh wait.
Well, yeah. That's pretty much how it goes. Okay, now look at that. That looks freaking redonk awesome. Look at.
It looks kind of
Look
like
at
a
what-
skull. It looks kind of like a skull, like this ridge.
It almost does.
But, I mean,
actually adds rigidity to his frame, but then kind of has a soft little underbelly right there at the same time. You know.
yeah.
That looks freaking ridiculous.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna... I'm still trying not to go into like massive amounts of detail at the moment. Don't know if you guys can see this, but like if I turn on wireframe mode, you can see like individual polygons and stuff. Eventually, it will get to the point where like this will be so dense, there'll be like a lot of detail and stuff. Like you won't have so like these polygons here are like all stretched out. It's basically like the mesh is being pushed to the point where it can't really be supported by the level of geometry that it has at the moment. So at some point soon, I'm gonna have to up the resolution on the mesh, but I like to work like low and then build up over time. It's one of these habits I've gotten into over the years, and it really helps me to make sure that I'm pushing form over everything else. So like I'm pushing things that are going to be visible rather than just like jumping into really like granular details that just never get seen.
That's kind of top of the list for the do not do's for ZBrush when you first jump in is subdividing 800 times before you start.
Yeah, it's honestly
it's
one of those rookie mistake things where like, you know, you see people post up their first ever ZBrush model and they're super proud and everything, but it just looks like a blobby mess. And one of the reasons for that is like you can't zoom out and see like form because they focus so much on just like making everything super detailed as early as possible.
Immediately Dynamesh into a million polys, and yeah, it's I mean, it's so hard to even sculpt form once you get way up there anyway. I mean, everything's so finite. It just, yeah, you're right. It just becomes lumps of, I don't know, weird clay flesh stuff.
That looks ridiculously awesome.
You're getting requests for 20-pack abs, a belly button, and a V-line.
Well, at the moment, I'm kind of feeling like inspired by like dragon bellies. Like, you know how dragons have like these big plates that go down the middle of the body. Like, I'm kind of feeling inspired by that with these bits at the moment. So, see how that goes.
Well, he kind of is Dragon-esque, right? I mean,
Yeah, sort of.
ah, excellent. Ish, definitely ish. Sounded like Rain Man there. Sorry, definitely ish.
Backlash says, well, it's totally reasonable. Also, starting with high poly model, you'll also face higher rendering times with drastic model modifications, won't you?
Not drastically.
So ZBrush is not really a true 3D application. If this was Mudbox, that's something that I would definitely have to worry about, because Mudbox renders the entire mesh in 3D. But ZBrush is a bit like magic, in that it is a 3D mesh. While I'm rotating around it like this, it's a 3D mesh, but as soon as I stop, it becomes two-dimensional. And all of the sculpting, pushing and pulling and stuff I'm doing is projected from this 2D plane back onto the 3D model. And that allows ZBrush to have way better performance than some other softwares when it comes to sculpting. So I can actually go like ridiculously high if I want to. The only issue there is like when it comes to baking down all the detail, like you only really want to sculpt as much detail as can be held in like a normal map. So when we consider like final texture resolutions and stuff, like is that texture going to be able to handle all of these details and, you know, all of that kind of stuff.
Are you going to continue? Are you going to continue this kind of scaly platey thing all the way down the underside of the tail?
Yeah, probably.
Awesome. Let's see. Deepfield Dev asked if you're going to give him a anus.
What, so he can shit all over you? I think he's going to do that enough anyway.
Not
Sorry,
a
Rob.
chance.
Sorry, Rob, dude. I had to. I just had to.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
Let's play pinball.
Stylish is asking, do you guys think 2019 will be the latest for an alpha?
I'm not really confident on giving any.
Still on the way to format.
I have no idea. I mean,
You'll know when we know.
I write music and make sounds.
Not our department. Yep.
We need to have more VKs in here.
Yeah, I'm not in marketing for a reason.
Turbo mode. Enabled.
Regarding your ZBrush explanation you just did, oh wow, I didn't know that. Smart guys there. Just had some medium Blender experience.
Yeah, Blender's come a long way since I first started out.
Functionally, yes.
Yeah,
UI.
Functionally, yeah. UI, not so much.
Mudbox, on the other hand, I don't know where that went.
Yeah, like what?
Kind of died.
Yeah, it did kind of just disappear. Like it disappeared off my radar anyway. I don't know if other people still use it. Like it might be really popular in some circles, but
yeah. No, there's still I think a couple of YouTube channels I subscribe to that actually use just Mudbox, but I think the last version I downloaded was 2016, and I couldn't tell the difference between that and years previous. They just really haven't done anything with it. They just tack a new year on every time.
Right.
That's about it. But it's lacking, 99% of the functionality at this point that ZBrush has.
Look at them lats, man. Fucking huge lats.
Yeah, that bro has been hitting his bin over rows, man. That's for sure.
Somebody's asking if you'll 3D print this monster. Fuck
Oh
yeah,
man,
if we can.
I mean, yeah, we actually have some guys on the team that have 3D printers, and they're like, "Yo, can you pose this up so I can try and do it?" And honestly, like, when I get time, I'm gonna pose up a bunch of stuff and hopefully get some 3D prints done. I think that'd be sick. And
That would be really ridiculous.
Yeah,
to be, like, to
I need to
offer.
test it.
I'm super keen to offer stuff like I love. Over the last like year or so, I've really gotten into like buying the collector's edition versions of games that have like 6 statues and stuff. So,
Yep. Okay. So I'm not the biggest nerd in here. Okay, that makes me feel very good.
if I can offer the same kind of thing to you guys, like, yeah, I'm totally down for that. Like, that's something I'm really excited about. Because I fucking love.
We have enough
statues.
masters out. We need a collectible chess set.
I actually, do you know what? I actually, there's a 2D artist that I really like. She goes by the online name of Onips, and she's making her own webcomic that I really enjoy. And I liked it so much that I made I made a couple of fan versions of the character. And if you give me 2 seconds, I will show you something that I did. So, like, last year I did a master's degree, and for part of that degree, they really encourage people to step into the world of 3D printing. And so, this piece of fan art that I made, I actually got 3D printed and decided that I didn't want to keep it for myself. And so I sent it all the way across the pond to America to this artist, and like as a surprise. And she was absolutely delighted, and I thought, I'm so glad that she was. I was genuinely afraid that at some point, like, I might have just like done it wrong, or like it wouldn't have come out well, or I wouldn't have represented her artwork particularly well, or whatever. That was a concern for me. So I'm just trying to find the picture, a photo of it, real quick.
Okay, guys, I'm heading to bed now.
So here is.
Sounds good, Chicago.
Here is like a
Good night.
Good night, dude. Sleep well. So here's a prototype version of the print here. This little blue one, and there's a failed prototype version of the print over there, and then this is the bigger, better version of the print that I managed to do and got sent out.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. They liked it. Here it is in some better, more natural lighting at the university, actually. Yeah, I actually, it's one of those things where, like, as a game dev, like, when I make stuff like this, it's all cool and everything, but the most cool thing is when I see it actually, like, moving and in-game. Like, that's the best feeling in the world, is actually seeing your stuff, like, come to life. And I got the same kind of, like, warm, fuzzy feeling inside when I saw that thing, like, printed out and looking cool. So, yeah, I'm absolutely down for doing more of that.
That's, I mean, everything you've done to that point come to fruition. It's yeah, that's a great feeling.
Wow.
A lot of questions about Alpha.
Yeah, we can't answer those. You can keep asking, but it's kind of like a waste of questions because it's a question we just cannot answer. The answer we gave earlier is probably the closest that you're going to get, and that's that, like, when we announce that we have an alpha for you guys to play, it will be because we already have a playable version that we have tested and that we know works and everything. Like, but until that point comes, we're not going to give you a date. We're not going to give you even a rough estimate of a date, because anything between, like, the moment we announce it and when that date comes could happen that could, like, fuck everything up and just lead to disappointment. So we will only announce a date when we actually have something.
Pineapple does not go on pizza.
No?
No. I love pineapple. It does not go on pizza.
I'm on the other side of that fence, I think. Although I don't care.
My wife is as well.
I don't even care.
My argument is, as long as it tastes good in my mouth, I don't give a shit. people can be
That
like
could get you in a lot of trouble in life.
people can be people can be traditionalist about like pineapple on pizza all they want, but I'm just like, tastes good.
Okay, another alpha question. Will there be a certain amount of players able to join the alpha?
Again, completely unknown.
I don't know.
When you one of the things that you need to consider when you ask a question or when that question is answered is there are certain kind of currently unforeseeables that will become like more known as time goes on, but still somewhat unknown. And one of those things is like server maintenance, server cost, server stress as well. Like when you remember, like all of this stuff is basically funded by us at the moment anyway. When it comes to things like how many players we can have in alpha, that's basically like how much money can we afford to spend on servers,
Time will tell.
Shit. See, before this stream started, I was looking at our jungle beast going, man, he looks really great. And now I'm looking at this guy going, I'm going to crap my pants having to go into the pit with this dude. So.
See, I started this stream going like, he looks like crap. Let's fix that. And now I'm like, he looks less like crap. I've done okay.
Oh, it looks amazing. That's
Thanks,
awesome.
guys. No, I'm glad everyone likes the look of him so far. I'm stoked.
Yeah, this is really awesome.
I think I'm probably gonna go down like the scaly route. So he's gonna have like scales, like not so much kind of like bare flesh.
Right.
He's gonna have like some fairly scaly skin, I think.
Pretty armored dude.
Yeah. I think like his kind of his overall form is the result of like not just natural selection, but like maybe a bit of meddling here or there, and someone going,
right.
Okay, so like this design didn't work, but what if we had some fucking spikes?
Man, we should actually name this buff the Almighty after his creator.
Oh man, I'd be flattered, but no, I'm happy calling it the booth.
No, you can have some friggin' loaf meathead in the jungle. Call that the booth buff.
One thing's for sure, there's going to be lots of really weirdly named buffs.
That's okay. That's our realm. We can do whatever the hell we want.
Yeah. Yeah, baby.
This dude just looks so awesome right now. And I know there's more to come.
Need to combine the tail. Where is the tail? Up or down? Down? Yes.
Can you actually combine the masks or the layers?
Yeah, so through the magic of Dynamesh. Yeah, I'm gonna combine them now and hopefully not fuck up too much stuff. So let me save first. So they are now 1, and I need to use a Dynamesh resolution that's good. I think that's good. Maybe a little bit too high for That's better. So now the so the tail and the body are 1. so I can start kind of smoothing out the transition between the two.
Somebody's asking, quick question regarding your first 5 heroes you posted on Reddit. I noticed they all have 1 passive and 4 actives.
Mm-hmm.
Can we conclude that we gonna have left click, basic attack, right click ability, Q ability, and ultimate on R? So is this passive replacing the E ability completely, or is it just on those starter masters?
No, I believe that I
Anybody from
could be wrong
mechanics?
with this. I could be wrong with this, but I believe the passive is exactly that. It's a passive. It's just something that you level up as you go. It's not something that's
Right.
allocated to an actual keybind.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm.
Never made much sense to me.
I would need to go and talk to one of the mechanics devs or whatever to get a concrete answer on this. But remember that the things that were shown were spoilers. They weren't like full kits or anything like that.
Yep.
Yeah. So like things are still likely to change, and we're going to be adding stuff and things like that. But we are very happy with the idea of going back to one of the earliest forms of the Paragon game, or the Paragon game style, where every hero had a unique passive that like made them stand out, made them have something that only they had, and it was something that was really fun for a lot of us, and we kind of want to see if we can push that and make it work. I hope that answers your question, but probably didn't.
Somebody's saying, please make a good boss mechanic. Nobody wants to fight stupid orb like Paragon.
Yeah. So we're very happy to let you know that this guy will fucking eat you.
Most definitely.
Yep.
Like
No more
this is not someone
Chimera
you...
alone in the jungle.
Yeah. This is like regardless of the mechanics or level of your hero or whatever, if you engage this thing alone, you are going to die.
Yeah, there is no soloing this guy. That's just not happening.
Yeah. What time is it? Ooh, okay, so we have like 15 more minutes of the stream, I think. Getting late. So if anyone has any more questions they want to ask, now's the time. Because I'm going to go bed soon.
Do you need to make a low poly version of this guy later, or will he be put into the game engine like he is high poly right now? Oh, God.
So
Goodbye, game engine.
Yeah, goodbye, game engine. I don't even want to think about like how many polygons he is right now. He's probably up in like the 20 millions or so. Yeah. So the process is basically like, I'll push this a little bit further in kind of this level of detail, and then I will go and retopologize, and then I'll bring that low poly retopologized version back in, project as much detail as I can, and then really start sculpting detail in, and then once I finish sculpting, I will be baking down like all of the high poly details to the low poly in the form of normal maps and stuff.
It's kind of the process, kind of how it goes with, I mean, not just the masters, but environment assets and everything too. I mean,
yeah.
Maybe short of, some of the foliage and stuff too. It all really starts much more complex, and it goes through a big process of breaking everything down and getting maps out of it, and then making it engine ready. So it's kind of the same thing all across the board. It's a little more complicated, I'd say, with a master, obviously, but.
Almighty, do you remember that? Do you remember that ZBrush design that I sent to you? It looked like a demon version of Steel.
Yes.
So the way that was done, you couldn't stick that right into a game as is, right?
No.
I didn't think not a chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Maybe one day, but. Yeah, so like skin pores are done slightly differently as well. So what you do is you tend to bake down larger scale details. So like what we have here, so like these big ridges, this kind of stuff. Normal maps are there to fake internal details. You wouldn't use a normal map to say get this kind of like edgy silhouette. This would have to be modeled into the low poly. But you would be able to capture like this edge and these crevices across the chest here. But then when it comes to skin pores, what you can do is you can basically like make a like a tiling map. What we mean by tiling is that it's like basically like a bunch of little dots or whatever that that no matter how you orient it, like you're never gonna see any kind of visible seam. And then what you do is you tile that like lots and lots and lots and lots and lots over the surface of skin and combine it with the map that has like the broader scale details. And that means that when you zoom in, you get like these nice little skin pores and stuff, but when you zoom out, you get like the nice large scale details.
See if we can't throw some more balloons on those medialis there.
Yeah, he's getting a bit
thick.
Have you
watched
there,
yeah. Have you? I'm sure you probably have. You watched much of the recent stuff on the newest release of Unreal Engine with all the skin shading and all that stuff?
Yeah, I have, man. Some of it's super sick, but a lot of it doesn't really apply to games. Like, Epic are really, really keen on saying like, oh yeah, you can do this in a game engine and stuff, but it's like, yeah, but you wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
Like they had this really, really cool like ray traced reflection demo where they were doing like the stormtroopers with Captain Phasma in like an elevator or something.
Yeah.
And it looked absolutely fantastic. Like the reflections looked fucking phenomenal. But like everyone that I know that's worked in games for a while or like even just has a cursory knowledge of the technical side of rendering is like, we're at least like 3 or 4 years away from being able to do that. And it's certainly like this console generation will never even see it, you know? Like, just not gonna happen.
Oh no, yeah.
So yeah.
That's essentially what they did with the kite demo a few years ago. I mean, which I guess really it is just to show what it's capable of doing down the road. But I mean, even that kite demo, I think it was just pure photo scan assets, just mega scans kind of stuff, just high resolution and just filled with it. I think that, what did they say? I don't even know what the requirements for it were, but it was something insane. It shows what it is capable of, but definitely nothing you can actually do right now.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting how you have the femoris actually coming over the top of the lateralis and the medialis.
Yeah, I'm just
lateralis.
I'm just playing around with shit at the moment. I'm not sure if it works or not, so yeah. I think what I might do with these bones, with these muscles here, is I might go and look at like big cats.
Yeah.
Check out the muscle structure for some big cats.
There you
go. That's what I did. Like the last time I made a dragon, I basically like modeled the entire body on a big cat.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, dude, I loved it. Right, see if I can fudge this shit. Wait, what's that one? Back. 2. Should really name these better. Ah, there you go. probably do some like crystalline structures down the leg as well. Be like
Cool. Like protruding knees or something like that.
yeah, or just like a line that goes up the leg, kind of just helps define.
Oh, very cool.
Need to find the right line, I think. Maybe up here, like basically between the muscles, like it's protruding from the bone.
Oh, like up the femur. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Up the femur.
Yeah, I think that's probably gonna work. Can you dig it, sucker? 5 time, 5 time, 5 time!
Those sparks mean he's not exactly friendly.
Someone's here is a sharp personality.
What I'm trying to say is you wouldn't invite him to your barbecue.
Why not, Dad? Do you like your steaks well done? Right, okay, so someone earlier in the stream said, like, for those that missed the thing or whatever, can we get, like, a thing at the end that shows, like, what he looks like? So, let me put the bass down. Drop the bass! And I will do a turntable. There you go. So right at the end of the video, this nice little turntable of him. Thick render. Cool. Right. Thank you everyone for coming along to the stream today. Thank you for subscribing. We've got a few new subscribers. Again, anyone that wants to be eligible for the prize draw on Thursday, as long as you're a subscriber before Thursday, you will be into the raffle where you can win one of our 3 cool prizes. The cool prizes are you can basically command me to design something for one of the minions, like a new random part for the minions, or you can ask Omega for a custom voice clip, or you can ask one of the concept artists to do like a neat little drawing for you. It's your pick. You get to choose. So yeah, if you want to be in with a chance to win one of those 3 things, just make sure you're a subscriber before Thursday, and yeah, we'll be doing the raffle then. So we just made 2 subscribers just now. Thank you very much for subscribing. I Readybeard, and I think someone else just subscribed as well, but I don't see the name. Really sorry about that. And yeah, have a great night, everyone, and I will see you on Thursday evening at 10:15 GMT.
It was good, Almighty. Thanks, man.
Bye, everyone.